Hello folks, it's the Anonymous Patriot back with you again with another World of Tanks video. In this video I show you a replay sent to me by Littl3 Duck driving his M4A3 E2. Now I don't own the M4A3 E2, so I don't have any footage of it in my garage for this video. So let's take a look at the tech tree. The M4A3 A2, also known as the Sherman Jumbo, is a Tier 6 American medium tank. This variant of the Sherman tank featured much heavier armor and was originally intended as an infantry support tank. Some of them were equipped with more powerful guns and served as tank hunters in World War II. While I am not certain of this fact, I am going to assume that Littl3 Duck had his M4A3 E2 fully upgraded with the D5 1080 turret and the 76mm M1A2 gun. Looking at the stat sheet for the M4A3 E2, we see that it has a health pool of 730 hit points, a top speed of 35 kilometers per hour, and a view range of 330 meters. The hull armor of the M4A3 E2 is 101mm in the front, 76mm on the sides, and 38mm in the rear. The turret armor is fairly substantial, being 152mm all the way around, which makes the M4A3 E2 a literal beast in a hull down position. The gun has a penetration from 69 to 115mm depending on RNG, with an average shell damage of 83 to 138 points. This is a Tier 6 battle which takes place on the Hidden Village map. I was actually part of this battle as well, driving my Tier 5 M41 HMC American artillery. I haven't done a video featuring the Hidden Village map yet, so let's go over some strategy. The bases are situated on the northwest and southeast areas of the map. To the north is the Japanese village, with its main feature being a large fortress. While these buildings do provide cover from artillery, almost all of them are not hardcover buildings, which can be destroyed with a few shots. The fortress itself is hardcover, however, and there is a pass which runs up behind it, which gives a great avenue to flank enemy tanks using the walls from the fortress as cover. Usually you won't see heavy tanks in the village, although personally, depending on which heavy tank I am driving, I may go into the village. It tends to surprise the hell out of the enemy team. On the south flank there is a valley, which is the most direct route to the enemy base, but also tends to be the most heavily contested area on the map. There are a few areas with large rocks or small hills which provide cover from artillery, but these are very few. A competent artilleryman can give the enemy team absolute fits of rage in this valley. Up the center of the map is much more exposed both to artillery fire and fire from tanks hiding in the village across the river. Heavy tanks normally follow the routes marked in red, but as I said, a heavy going into the village can cause some real havoc. Generally, heavy tanks roll up into the valley, however. Medium and light tanks tend to follow the routes marked in blue. You'll notice that all avenues of attack are marked, and this is because these types of tanks can prove pretty useful anywhere on the map. However, light tanks tend to stay away from the valley because the heavy tanks there can and will rape them. Tank destroyers don't usually tend to camp too much in this map and tend to follow the routes marked in green. They don't advance too far into the valley at first because they can be flanked easily. A quick word about tank destroyers here, which I'm pretty sure I will catch hell over. There comes a point when your ass needs to move forward to support your team. If you sit too long in the back trying to snipe, watching your team get brutalized, and don't move up to support them, then you need to be slapped, stupid. I can't count how many times I've seen tank destroyer drivers say, "Idiot team," in battle chat when they sat in the back being absolute fails as snipers, then didn't move up to support the team when it was clear they needed the support. These guys camping in the back usually get destroyed and then have the stones to post that shit in battle chat? Sometimes you just can't fix stupid, I guess. Artillery usually takes up positions shown here in yellow. Looking at the team matchups, this is, like I said prior, a Tier 6 battle. Our team was clearly outnumbered in top tier heavy tanks, but the number of heavy tanks in all tiers balanced out with 5 each. Our team certainly had the advantage in medium tanks, but there was barely any tank destroyers in the battle. But most of those were on the enemy team. There's an insane amount of artillery in this match. I was driving my M41 and oddly enough, I would have rather been the only artillery on my team. This was not the case, however. There is a point which too much artillery is a hindrance. What really concerned me was the 2-TOG platoon. One competent TOG driver can really own the battlefield, and more than one TOG working together can seriously spell bad news. If you watch battle chat, I tell the other Artie that the prime targets are the TOGs. So let's get into some tanking action. Well, we got 25 seconds left in the battle. We see Littl3 Duck here in his M4A3E2. Somebody's posting in battle chat, "Welcome to the pain train." Yeah, okay. Looking around, we see all of our different tanks. Oh, look, there's Swordfish in his M41 HMC. What a guy. Well, Littl3 Duck decides to go on up into the valley. That's always nice. Somebody's saying move like a train through the village, and we don't see too many people headed for the village. A couple of heavy tanks going that way, and I set up where I usually set up when I'm on the southeast base in my artillery. I was down there so I could cover the valley and have fairly good things. You see I posted that the prime Artie targets are the TOGs. I was concentrating on killing the TOGs because in this sort of match with a TOG platoon, that's kind of what you want to do. Now, Littl3 Duck takes up a position here behind this rock and these trees right here at the top of the valley so he can look down and get a good spot. Knocks a tree over to provide a little more camouflage. He's looking down there. He sees the Excelsior. There's not a shot. So he's going to hang out up here. He's waiting for the enemy team to move on up. As you can see, we got a Churchill 3, a T1 heavy, an ARL-44 heavy tank, and well, we don't have the T1 heavy anymore. That T1 heavy, he didn't even, I don't even think he did any damage after a battle report will say that. Now, he takes a shot at the Panzer. He gets a shot in for 204 damage. That's a really high roll. And the artilleries, we're just lobbing shots in on those guys. You see the TOG 2s coming our way, and we're just lobbing shots in with the artillery. Littl3 Duck pulls back out of that position. He can't really see anything. He turns around. He's going to head back towards the base and circle around up to the top. The ARL-44 is all by himself because, you know, Looks like a heavy tank failed me. 2 of our heavy tanks are up in the village. And Little Duck turns around and he goes on up towards the middle. Oh, so much for that Panzer IV. Our Cromwell, he's running around out there. I don't know what he's doing. And Little Duck decides to come up through the one entrance into, well, I guess he isn't. I guess he's circling around. And he looks over, you look off over across here, you see that Martyr 38T. He's being attacked by a light tank, and he already took out one of our heavy tanks. He just took out that light tank. The Churchill 3 over there, he's getting some shots in on him, but I don't know if he's going to get him or not. Little Duck sees the Martyr 38T, takes a shot at him, misses that one.
Enemy armor is hit.
Hit him that time for 115 damage. Finishes him off with the second shot. And you can see that the base is under attack by one of the heavy tanks. Oh, Little Duck's going after the TOG.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's putting some shots in on the TOG. Now,
We didn't even scratch them.
he's gonna
Ready to
miss
fire.
that one. Here we go.
Enemy armor is
Got him that time.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Gotcha.
Oh, what a day!
Yeah, he took the TOG on that one. That is the first of the TOGs to die. And as you can see from the notifications, I got the second TOG in my arty, but we had the Excelsior right up there and at the base, and he ends up destroying me in my arty in this match, as you can see from the notifications on the right. And the score at right now is 10-10, and the Excelsior just made it 10-11. He's kicking ass down there at the base. I believe he got a pass. I don't know if he got the Pasculi's medal off this or not. I can see that a light tank's about to kill one of our arties.
Ready to fire.
Oh look, it's the ELC. He got one in for 126 damage. Knocking down some of this guy's cover. Oh, he disappeared. He's right there behind the building, and their arty's taking shots at him. He's using auto aim, which is a good idea on the ELC. Got him that time. He's got 3 kills right now. Now the score is 14-11.
Armor is hit. Penetration.
Well, he's taking shots at the FV-304 and takes him out.
What a lovely day!
Score is 14-12. It was looking a little rough at this point, and I was watching, and I had posted in something in battle chat. I didn't realize it was Little Duck and his M4 A3E2. Whoa, there's a arty behind him.
Critical hit.
Another FV-304. He's got him locked in. Took a shot there for 118 damage. Missed that one.
Penetration.
He's really giving this guy trouble.
Enemy armor is hit.
And that one
What a
killed him.
lovely day!
Scores 13-14 now. Little Duck's outnumbered 2-1. And as you can see from the battle chat, I'm like, come on, Cromie, because I thought it was the Cromwell. The Cromwell is already dead. And the Cromwell says cap or lose. Really?
Ready to fire. Critical
Well, the
hit.
Panzer 4D
Penetration.
comes to take care of him, but Little Duck's got him locked in.
Got him.
Oh, what a
And
day!
that one was the kill shot. Now it's 1-1.
That one didn't go through.
Now the Excelsior takes his track, but he uses a repair kit to get out of it. Oop, he hit his engine. Little Duck's sitting in the cap circle. That lets the Excelsior know where he's at, but I think that's what he wanted. He pops up on the radar. Little Duck takes I think he's going to take a shot through the building. That would be kind of cool if he hit him. Oh, he did. He took a shot through the building, but it bounced. That one missed. But he knows where he's at, and the Excelsior is coming to get him. He's got him locked in. That one took 102 damage. He got another one in. Oh, he's tearing up this Excelsior. One more shot and Excelsior's dead. Well, he's got to actually penetrate.
What a lovely day!
There we go. That's the win right there for Little Duck. Awesome job. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is an epic carry.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Little Duck pulled this match out for our team, and this was one of the few times I watched a battle all the way through to the end after my tank got destroyed. Little Duck did an absolutely super job in this battle. He got 40,810 credits and 3,872 experience points for this match. He got the Ace Tanker badge in his M4A3E2, which honestly doesn't surprise me in the least. He got the Fire for Effect ribbon for covering his vehicle hit points and damage. He got the Duelist ribbon for destroying at least 2 enemy tanks, which caused him damage. He also got the Bruiser token for literally beating the shit out of most every tank he knocked out. As for medals, he got the Kolobanov's medal. Sorry, I don't pronounce Russian very well. For standing alone against 5 enemy tanks and winning a truly epic medal to get in any tank. He got the High Caliber medal for causing the most damage in battle. He got the Top Gun medal for having killed 7 enemy tanks in a truly awesome performance.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
And finally, he got the Spartan medal for surviving a ricochet with less than 10% of his health. Absolutely stellar performance for Little Duck in this battle. Great job, man.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Looking at the team scores, we see that Little Duck was the sole surviving tank from our team, getting 7 kills and a very respectable 2,145 in damage. Moving down the list, we see the other top scorers on our team were all from artillery, myself included, though our Bishop didn't do much. What really bothered me was the amount of fail in the heavy tanks. The ARL-44 should have scored much higher, and if he and the Churchill 3 platoon had worked together more, they could have dominated in the valley. Let's not even discuss the T1 Heavy, who achieved complete fail by not doing any damage whatsoever. Well, he did serve one purpose, I guess. He made a great target practice for the enemy team. As for the enemy team, as it turned out, their TOG platoon did a whole lot of nothing. Little Duck knocked out one of the TOGs, and I knocked out the other. Their biggest mistake was splitting up, since they had support from the Excelsior, who turned out to have the second highest score on their team after the ELC AMX. Looking at the detailed report for Little Duck, we see he fired 43 shots, 32 of which hit, but only 22 penetrated for a total damage score of 2,145. 206 of that was from a distance greater than 300 meters. He took 9 hits, but only 5 of those penetrated, and his armor blocked 570 in damage. After repair and ammo resupply, he ended up with 31,213 credits from this battle. A fantastic match for Little Duck all the way around. For all intents and purposes, our team should have lost this match, with 4 of our tanks doing no damage whatsoever, and the heavy tanks just doing terrible. In the end, one Little Duck and an American medium tank turned the tide for the battle, proving that even if you are outnumbered and things look pretty grim, to keep fighting because there is always the chance to win. Never give up, never surrender, and make them pay for every single inch. Well, this has been the Anonymous Patriot with another installment in my World of Tanks playlist. Remember, if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos on my channel, to give them a like and a share, as it really helps out the channel. Stay safe out there, tankers, and I'll see you next time.